Hi, I'm Lynn Bridgeford from the HIIT Clinic and HIIT Yoga, and today in our quick and easy exercise series we're going to be looking at a shred workout for the upper arm, also known as the bingo wings. So you'll need some weights, something quite light, or you could do it without weights. You could have a bottle of water, just put a different amount of water in it, a can of beans, something that works for you. We need a lighter weight for the fast and slow parts like the HIIT high intensity, and something a little heavier for the strength work, still within your limits. Join me in a minute. We're going to start with a little warm up, just arms at 90 degrees, lifting up and down, moving the upper arm in different angles and making a few circles, or you can do one and the other, a bit like swimming. Keep the core working, just get everything a little bit warmed up. We can bring the arms in front, going out at an angle. Just feel how they feel and where you're able to go. We want to keep the joint in a good alignment, so just a little bounce around, warm up the arms and see what they feel like. So just taking different angles up and down, a little sort of pumping motion, just to feel where you can go, and behind as well. All the upper arms that also connect to the shoulders and to the lower arms. And then shake them all out. Starting with the strength part, we're going to lift up to the side, both arms up. You can have the elbows bent or you can have them straight. It changes the weight. Make sure that the weight is suitable for what you're able to do, that you're getting some work here. We're lifting and working the deltoids, that round muscle at the top of the arm. Feel it working, feel the strength. You can do it without a weight, just feel like you're resisting against something or you're pulling something up from the floor and down. Doing the same movement with a lighter weight or no weight, we're going to get the high intensity. It's a little bit like flapping our wings for takeoff. And you go at the speed that works for you. Use the core if it helps you to feel more stable, to bend the knees. You can do that. We've got about 20 seconds of doing high intensity. Get the heart rate up and slowing down. A little bit like we did with the strength exercise, just that we have a much lighter weight or no weight at all. And going again, lifting up. These are small muscles, they can tire quite quickly, so make sure you still have energy in the muscle. Bend the knees if you need to, if that feels more stable, or keep them straight, just whatever works best for you. And slowing down, taking that lower intensity, snatching the energy from the mitochondria, and coming back to the strength work, lifting right up at the side. We need to be focused rather than having too much weight or too little. We want to have a good form, so we're working right in the muscle, which could well be getting tired by now. Having the arms straight down, we're going to lift up. You can either have the palms facing inwards or you can face them up, or you can do a combination of both. Bend the knees if that gives you more stability. Squeezing the biceps, that bally muscle at the front of the arm. And you can do one at a time if you like. Just find what works for you, or doing both. Get that strength in the biceps. Take the full range up. You can tuck the elbows into the side to get that strength. Taking a lighter weight, we're going to do that at speed, high intensity. Bend the knees if you want, if it's better for you to go one at a time. Just find what works for you. You may feel more balanced doing both. It is quite a small muscle as well, so you don't want to get it too tired. Breathing into it and then slowing down. Feel the work. It'll be less work in the muscle than it was with the weight. Get the form, get the heart rate down, working for fat loss. And we're going again, going faster, bringing it up, working quite an isolated muscle. Also working the core Bend the knees if that's more stable. Get a nice long spine. Just find what works for you. Slowing down, working that bicep, recovering the heart rate, teasing the heart rate, going back to the heavier weight. And again, you can do this with no weight and just imagine that you're pulling something up from the ground that's a little heavier. We can do a lot with our minds. Get the full range of movement, and you may notice one side feels different to the other. We're going to do the triceps one at a time for safety, so reaching the arm up and take it behind you. You may want to spot with the other hand or have the hand on the tricep. Have it in a position that works for you. So we're working this tricep muscle. Make sure that you've got stability in the shoulder, otherwise we can do it differently in a while. Keep the core working, so we're pushing away, activating that, resisting as we come down. Taking a lighter weight or no weight, reach up, take the arm behind you, and again we can spot just on the elbow joint or on the tricep, and we're going at speed. Again, you can bend the knees if that gives you more stability, and go slower if that works for you. We're getting that high intensity to get that muscle working, get the cardiovascular system working, keeping the hand there for good form, and then slowing down. Catch the breath, recover the heart rate a little. And going back to the strength work, reaching up, spot on the muscle or on the elbow, and taking a slow, good form. Working the muscle, remember, find where you need to be for strength. You can bend the legs. Wherever they are, bent or straight, you keep the legs strong and get the work in the arm. Keeping the shoulders down, getting the strength. And on the other side, reach up. Take the arm behind you. Be aware that both arms may be different, so we're starting with the strength. This will be a little fresher than the other side, so it may feel a little easier than one you did at the end of the other set. So we're working that tricep, pushing up, resisting. Keep it in a good alignment. Bend the knees if you need to. Feel that muscle working under your hand. And taking a lighter weight or no weight, reaching up for the hip part, and we're going to go faster. Keep the good alignment, find where you need to be with your legs to support the movement, that there's strength everywhere else in the body to support the spine, support a good posture, so you can really isolate this work in the tricep, getting rid of those bingo wings, bringing strength to do things in life, and slowing down. The action of the muscle is when we put up the arm, and going faster again. Be careful if you have a weight that your weight is away from your head. Have an awareness of that, otherwise don't have the weight, or use a mirror to see what's happening. Getting that speed going. You may get little bits of clicking in the shoulder, as long as it's not hurting the joint, it's fine. And slow down. Catch the breath, recover the heart rate. And going to the second round of strength, reaching up, take the arm behind you, and the strength work is nice and slow and focused. Working with a heavier weight, so we need to take a little bit more care to keep the joints aligned and happy. Feel that strength building in the triceps. We're going to take some complex movements to target lots of muscles. So as in walking, one arm comes forwards and back. We're taking it slowly. See if you can keep the body as still as possible. You will get some movement. And working all through the upper arms into the shoulders. Again, you can bend the knees if you like. Find the pace that works for you. We're looking for the strength through the movement, just like an exaggerated walking arms, power walking. Going faster, Bend the knees if you need to, or you can straighten them. Keep a good form and take care to keep the weights away from your body. You want to stay safe and keep feeling good as we work out, getting the heart rate up, high intensity, and then we're slowing down. Get the lower intensity. It's going to be easier to straighten the legs on this bit, and going faster again. Keep the knees bent if you need to. Keep the stability. Arms going forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. Keep the breath, keep the focus, keep the core, and take the low intensity. And going back to the weights, nice and slow. Choose which feels more sturdy for you, with bent legs or with straight legs. Keep that strength work. By the second set, the muscles should be a little tireder and ready to pump up, strengthen, and shred some fat. Another complex movement we're going to do is a little bit like swimming. So for this, we do want to let the body rotate a little bit to accommodate the movement, very gently through the spine. A little bit like swimming. Feel the strength going forwards, getting target on many muscles here in the arms and to the upper back. Taking the lighter weight or no weight, and we're doing the sort of doggy paddle arms. For this, you may want to bend the knees. Keep that speed up, keep the work going, keep the core working, get that heart rate up, and work those arms. And slowing down. Get that slow interval, getting that working all the way around. And we're going faster again. Keep the weights away from your body and away from anything that might get in the way, so have some space around your workout. Keep the breath going, and then slow down. Get that lower interval, and coming back to the strength, circling the arms. If you find that by the second strength exercise the weight is too much, drop it or go back to the lighter one. There's great benefit in using an appropriate weight for where you're at. And so we want to train and keep ourselves safe. We're going to do that same movement in reverse. So it's like a backwards doggy paddle. If you're getting tired and you need a lighter weight, just do what's appropriate for you. We're starting with the strength work, working many muscles we can't avoid, working the lower arm as well. The target is on the upper arm and the bingo wings or bat wings. And with a lighter weight, taking that at speed. Keep the knees bent for stability. If you can be stable with the legs straight, that's also okay. We want the focus to go into the arm workout, and the rest of the body needs to support it. So strong legs, strong core, shoulders down, good breathing. Should be getting faster heart rate, faster breathing, and then lower intensity. Catch the breath. Recover the heart rate, and going faster again, backwards pedaling. It's like pedaling a bike with your arms. Find a pace that's good for you in this moment. High intensity interval, and then the lower intensity interval where we can focus more on the movement. Straighten the legs is more easy on this one. And coming back to the strength, bring the focus into the movement. Just notice where you feel it in the arms. You're going to feel it in most of the arms in these ones. Getting that strength work into those upper arm muscles. Bringing the arms up and over for the strength work, we're going to lift up in an arc to above the head, keeping the shoulders down. And if you want to change the angle slightly, you can bring them a little forwards. The main movement we want is out to the side and up. Get that strength work. Feel the work all through the upper arms. Taking the lighter weight or no weight, we're going to come up. You need to have some control to keep the weights apart at the top. Again, you can bend the knees, keep the core working, keep the tailbone long, and slow down if you need to, whatever pace works for you. And then we're going to take the lower intensity, slowing down. Feel the work. Recover the heart rate. And we're going faster again. Higher intensity. Keep good breath. Keep good alignment. And then catch your breath. Lower intensity. Check your form. Coming back to the weight, strength training. Again, have a lighter weight if that works for you. Bend the knees if that works for you. We're really focusing in the muscles. Find what's working while you're doing this. And again, bend the knees if that works better for you. Just shake the arms out, give them a good shake. Shake the shoulders. Let any tension go because those muscles have worked hard. And we're going to give them a good stretch. So interlink the hands in front of you, reach forward, bend the knees, and curl the head around, curl around the tailbone. So we're stretching all the insides of the arms. And release. Interlink the hands behind, reach back and down, so we're stretching all the way through the front of the arms. You can tuck the chin in, or if you like you can lift the head up. I wouldn't take it back because we want to get the stretch in the arms. If you can bring them up a bit, that'll give you more of a stretch. And breathe into it. And you can always shake in between all the exercises. We just shake out any tension and give the muscle a relax. So taking the arm in front, and if we get different angles, we'll get a slightly different angle of stretch. So bringing the arm across the body. Remember, a stretch is passive, so this is the active arm, the one that's pulling it. And the stretching one is passive. So find the angles that work for you. Slightly up, slightly down. Should feel like a nice sweet stretch. And the other side, bring the arm straight across. Bring that towards you. You might get your stretch out here. Everybody's different. It's not about how far you go. It's about getting the stretch in the right place. So you can bring the arm slightly down, get a stretch in a different angle, and bringing it slightly up. To stretch the triceps, reach up and take it behind you. Bring the other hand over and stretch down. So if your arm doesn't go that far, you may just need to take your hand on the tricep here, and we're pushing up and over. So keeping the spine in a good alignment, keeping the neck in neutral, and relaxing the arm that we're stretching. Breathing into it. And the other side, reaching up, take the hand down your back, take the arm either over and hold the elbow, and we're bringing it over in an arc, or if you don't go very far, you can just take it from in front. Find what's comfortable for you. And we're stretching all the way through the tricep and also down the side of the shoulder blade. So keep that neck in neutral and breathe into it. And release. So So interlinking the hands behind you and reaching them down, we're going to do a little bit of a stretch on the neck, just because it connects to the arms, and in case you put any tension in there. So we relax the neck down towards the ear, pulling down the hands at the back to give a little extra stretch. Come up on the inhale and incline the other side. We're pulling the hands down behind. Keep the neck in a good alignment and just let the weight of the head take it down to the side and stretch through that trapezius. And coming up on the inhale, shake it all out, have a shake of everything, and just let any tension go. That's a few simple exercises for quick and easy shred for the upper arms. Take care with your workouts. Enjoy the fitness and the health. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, write in the comments below, and go across to my other channels. I have Instagram, Lynn Bridgeford. I have Facebook channels for the clinic, for the yoga, and interact with me on all the channels, and I would be happy to connect with you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you so much.